Today's video is going to be on circles and different parts of a circle. So what is a circle? A circle is a set of all points equidistant from a given point, which we call our center. When we have congruent circles, it's circles that have the exact same radii, or radii that are the same. A semicircle is half of a circle, and concentric circles are coplanar, meaning on the same plane, circles that have the same center. So right below the definition you see a set of concentric circles. If you think of a bullseye target, those are concentric circles. Now, here are some other important definitions. Central angles are an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle. So if you look at our diagram, QPR is a central angle. It goes into the center of the vertex and cuts off like a piece of a pie. A minor arc is an arc that is smaller than a semicircle. And we name a minor arc with 2 points. So QR is a minor arc. It's less than half the circle. And it's just like you're following the outside of the circle. That's our arc, QR or RQ. A major arc is an arc that is larger than a semicircle, and we use 3 points to name a major arc. So QSR or QRS are major arcs. So QSR is a major arc, as well as QRS. Now notice those aren't the same arcs. It's in the order that you read the points in, and it's the shortest distance. So I wouldn't call this arc QSR and go over a complete circle. It's the order the points come in. So if I'm going clockwise, it's QSR. And if I want this angle, I'm going counterclockwise, I call it QRS. So it's the order of the points that you said, the shortest distance to that next point. Adjacent arcs are arcs of the same circle that have exactly 1 point in common. So if I were to create another arc that only shares one side, or 1 point, like QS and SR would be adjacent arcs. And the arc length is the distance from 2 points on a circle. So if we could straighten out a circle, we're looking for the distance from one point to another. We have lots of definitions, so if you need to pause the video to write these down, please do. But a couple other things we need to know is a sector of a circle is a region bounded by an arc of a circle and the 2 radii to the arc's endpoints. So in the green here, you can see the sector. It's like the piece of pie you've cut out. A segment of a circle is part of a circle bounded by an arc and a segment joining its endpoint. So the purple or pink, depending on how you see it, in the diagram is the segment down here. It's like kind of like the pie crust. We have a segment joined by a chord and the arc, and then we have a sector, which is like the whole piece of pie. Couple other things we need to be aware of. The circumference of a circle, and I know we've talked about this many times, but just a reminder, is pi times diameter, or 2 pi r. And the area of a circle is pi r squared. So let's just look at our example here. Circumference of our given circle is 2 times pi times the radius, or 2 times pi times 5, which is 10 pi. And we leave things in terms of pi because it gives us a more exact answer, just like when we use radicals. Our area is pi r squared, or pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi. So, find the area of and circumference of the circle in terms of pi. Hopefully you find the circumference was 6 pi, or 2 times 3, which is 6. The area is pi r squared, so 3 squared is 9, so 9 pi. And that's it. We're going to spend a lot more time on circles and talk about calculating all those pieces of the circle, but that's a basic introduction. Make sure you understand what all those different parts are of a circle. Have a good night.